Welcome to Aging Untold. You might be surprised to hear this, but starting as early as age 30, we all begin to lose muscle mass. Older adults between ages 50 and 70 typically lose about a third of their muscle mass. But aging isn't the only culprit. Malnutrition, lack of physical exercise, and some medical conditions can also lead to this. But there's a lot you can do about it, no matter your age. Dr. Ray, what's going on in the body as muscle loss occurs?
Well, as we get older, we do tend to lose muscle, and it's an age-related muscle loss, which we call sarcopenia. And it's a really big issue because muscle is the currency of longevity. So it's so important to try to maintain that muscle, and you have to start early, you have to be doing movement, you have to have nutrition. And muscle is really a metabolic organ, and I think that's where people don't realize. It controls blood sugar, and that's really where insulin resistance starts, is at the level of the muscle. So when you start losing all of that, everything metabolically goes downhill. It's harder to maintain because you don't process protein and synthesize it as well as you used to when you were younger. And then the other thing is when you're exercising and those muscles are contracting, they're releasing these hormones that are called myokines. And these myokines, they help protect the heart and the brain, memory. They actually decrease inflammation. And that's why exercise is considered so important. So it kind of all works together. And in addition to that, you need strength. So all these you got a lot of different moving parts that are all working together are very important.
I think there's so many older women, let's say, and generations of older women that have no idea how important muscle is. Like they know exercise is important and that we should be walking, maybe should swim, maybe should do some stuff, but don't know how much muscle we should be building, like pumping iron type muscle.
Well, if you want to remain independent, you better be maintaining muscle mass, because that is your balance, that is your standing up, you're climbing your stairs, recovering from illness, your lymphatic system, all the fluids that we see when people have fluid that builds up in their extremities and their ankles.
It needs muscle.
It has to have muscle to move. That's what moves it. It doesn't have a heart. Its pump is your muscle. And so when that goes, everything else goes downhill. And it is the one thing in aging that we really do have control over. I mean, we don't always have control over everything, but we can control this. And you don't have to join a gym. When you stand up, sit down, and stand up again. Do that. And if you do just 5 times and then you walk off, you've just exercised without even realizing it.
You can even do wall push-ups.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I just love what you're saying because it's so true. And I think I read in Harvard Health where you lose 4 to 6 pounds of muscle every decade. Okay, well that sounds fine. But what I think especially women do, and I think men do too, they get on the scale and they look at it and they go, oh, I'm the same weight I was. And they don't realize that muscle weighs more than fat.
Absolutely.
And it really is, like you said, Sam, it is accessible. It's very accessible. You can do calisthenics at home, eat protein, whatever kind of protein, whether it's meat or a vegan protein. Everyday activities that you do. Walking is strength building. You could, if you say, I can't afford weights or I can't afford to exercise, Silver Sneakers is free. You can go to the Y, have a local program and get involved in that, or be at home, go online, do something with your grandkids, take a jug of milk and, muscle
or walk up an incline.
Or walk up an
hill.
incline,
Find a swimming pool.
I'm a big fan of hiring a fitness trainer if you can. It's really strength building muscles. That is more than just walking. That is more than just the things that we're encouraged to do. And what's kind of bad too, sometimes seniors, this happened to my parents, they'd go to the doctor and the doctor would say, oh, just take it easy. No, it's the opposite of that. Because muscle allows us to do everyday things that keep us independent, from getting out of our chair, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, take care of ourselves and our home, but also to fully participate in life, fully participate in family vacations, chase the grandkids around Disney.
so
You got to be
true.
in shape to do that kind of thing.
I think people don't realize if you lose muscle, you lose bone. And so a lot of times, even as in our field, everybody's looking at how you can preserve bone. Well, preserve the muscle. That's what preserves the bone.
Right. And it's what protects that bone when you fall, if you have no muscle mass at all, you're in a crunch.
Yeah.
And you also
Literally.
need-
Literally.
And you have to optimize hormones.
Yeah.
You have to optimize hormones. Those all go to key. And then I look at people who have, as we get older, a lot of people have kidney disease, so they can't eat the same amounts of protein.
Exactly.
So you have to give them, there's other things out there that helps them to preserve muscle. There's some supplements and all that really help to inhibit these enzymes that tend to break down muscle. These are all different things, and certain amino acids, essential amino acids, different things that they can do to help maintain this bone.
So you're
and muscle.
transforming the two of us, my husband, and so what I've been surprised to learn is that hormones we can take when we're older, because a lot of people are under the impression that I went past menopause a long time ago, so hormones won't help me now. What would people be surprised to know about hormones and how that can help you build muscle?
Well, they're not only for relief of symptoms that you get, but it's for disease prevention and healthy aging. And a lot of people think that they got older so they lost their hormones, but I will tell you, you lost your hormones so you got older.
Oh, it's the other way. Yeah, muscle is a medicine. It's a pill that you don't swallow.
Yeah.
It really is.